Hey everybody, Logan Chops here, and today I bring you Lewt Ninja. Lewt Ninja is a game by Grunt Games. It's a card game. It's for 2 to 5 players. Ages, where is it on the box? Oh, it's on the back. Ages 11 and up. Plays about 45 to 60 minutes, like the rule book says, for your first playthrough. You're going to want to give about 90 minutes to get used to the rules and everything. But like the name of the game suggests, Lewt Ninja is all about getting loots and ninjaing the loot from other players. Inside the box, you'll find the game instruction book, full of everything you need to know to play the game, set up everything else, win conditions. You got 10 different character cards. There's 2 of each class: Shield Knight. You got the Wizard, you got the Holy Monk, Mystic, and Ranger. There's 2 of each one, so some players can double up, because the main purpose of the game is to try to get all 8 pieces of your loot. Like it shows right there. Each character card right here. I like how this has the order of play, so you don't have to keep looking back into the rule book for different things. You've got your order of play right on there with your little picture. You've got all 8 pieces of the loot you're trying to find in the game listed right there. And you also have your little armor set abilities that you can use if you're the active player. At the beginning of your turn, you get to choose whether you want to use any of your abilities, depending on how many pieces of your from your set of armor you actually have in your loot stash. And you've got the little legend that shows different card things, symbols that are on the bottom of the player cards to remind you what kind of cards they are while you're playing. Also in the box, you've got your monster deck, which is really nice. It's got 2 different kinds of monsters in it. You've got your basic minions, like you got the Goblin Duelist here, your Banshee. These are green bordered as your minions, and you got your master monsters, which are orange bordered and usually pay out more loot. Got nice little pictures, and you got a little description box down here that tells you little instructions to do whenever you draw the monster, which will happen at the beginning of the turn. You've got your loot deck, which is full of all the loot for the game. Various colors, which don't really seem to mean too much, other than the orange. The orange pieces are your legendary gear, which if you're playing in legendary mode, which is an optional mode to play in the game, you got the gear that you want for each specific class. And it tells you how much they cost, where it goes, the name, which class it goes to. You got a sell value and a buy value, which will come in possibly come into play if somebody draws and plays a merchant card from the player deck. And the player deck is full of all the different cards you're going to be able to play to try to ninja loot and other things from other players. So you've got your let's refer back to the character card right here. See, the cogwheels are the system action cards, because this game is made to play, if you're familiar with World of Warcraft or any of the other MMORPGs online, about whenever you're in an instance and you have to roll for loot to see who in the group could get it. This game is built like that. You draw monsters, and they generate loot because you've beat them. And then you're rolling for loot to see if you can get the pieces that you need to win the game, or you're trying to ninja the loot from the other players that you need. So you've got your system action cards, like that. Like this one's an achievement unlocked. So draw a loot card and keep it if you have 2 armor set cards for your hero. Nice. Let's see, it's a random other one. Instance down. All the dungeons are currently down. End this round and return all loot to the bottom of the deck. No more cards may be played this round. Move to the next player's turn. You've got your, player action cards right here with the little controller at the bottom. It does bio break, gotta pee, remove another player's roll card from the board. See another one right here, QQ. Nothing other drops for me. Draw an extra loot card and add it to your stash. Oh, here's one of those ones I was talking about. The Traveling Merchant Zork now has new items for you. Draw 5, or Zonk, sorry, Zonk. Draw 5 cards from the loot deck. You may sell your loot cards back to the loot deck and buy any cards that have been drawn. Any cards not bought, return to the bottom of the loot deck. So, comes in handy. And then finally, the last ones you have, you've got a stack of roll cards right here. Numbered in 1, 5, 10, 15, and 5 increments. You got doubles of each one. And these are basically how most of the game are played, is rolling for loot. Let's go ahead and give these a quick shuffle. So the main gameplay is whoever is the active player is going to pull a monster. So they're going to turn over the top card of the monster deck, and after they do, the monster is going to tell you how many pieces of loot that it generates, and or it might generate more monsters, which will get more loot and all that good kind of stuff. Let's get this shuffle here. And after that, it's going to be the looting round, where after you've drawn all the loot cards, after you draw the loot cards, everybody's going to choose one roll card from their hand, if they have it, per piece of loot, and place it face down on the table. And then once everybody has a roll card face down on the table, or opts not to play a roll card for that turn, for that piece of loot, they all turn their cards up, same time. Whoever has the highest number wins that piece of loot. Now, there's also other things, other system cards and player cards and stuff that can either add, subtract, or mess with other players' stuff so that you'll get to do it. Let's see, I think I'm going to play, just for this, I'm going to play Cain Bloodstone, the Shield Knight, right there. Yeah, go ahead and I'll play that. And I've got, let's see, choose Kylana Mana Storm, the wizard over here for my shadow player right there. Just go ahead and put that over there. And then we're going to take the rest of the cards, put them to the side. And before you play, you have to set up. Since we don't have, this game's for 2 to 5 players, since we don't have another 3 players, we're basically going to take the rest of the loot cards that are not being used, the items and sets, out of the loot deck. So we got playing with me the Shield Knight and the Wizard. So anything that's not Shield Knight or Wizard, we're going to take out of the deck. So you got Ranger cards. The Church the Wizard card stays in there. Mystic comes out. Wizard, Holy Monk comes out. All the other ones, because we don't really care about any of them. We just want our loot to play between us. Wizard, Holy Monk, Shield Knight, Ranger, Mystic. Did I keep a Holy Monk in there? No. I just gotta make sure. Mystic, Ranger, Shield Knight, Ranger, food stays in there. Any generic loot also stays in there. Holy Monk, we're keeping the Wizard, Ranger, Wizard. This takes a little bit of time. So the game might be better off playing with more players so that you don't have to go through the deck and toss out as like half the deck. But it's a pretty good game to pass the time, and it's pretty fun. I played a couple of games with Gothylocks, and she really liked it. Okay, so we take all these extra ones that we have. Make sure I didn't take out anything that we need for one of our characters. Nope. Put them off to the side. And we got our little loot deck right here. Now the game plays until either you have all 8 pieces of your loot, or of your armor set, or the loot deck is out and you can't draw anymore. And if that happens, everybody totals up how much their loot is worth, and the highest cost wins. So we got the monster deck. Let's go ahead and give that a quick shuffle again. I shuffled it before we started recording, but it doesn't hurt to shuffle. And the player deck. One more real quick shuffle. Nope. Can't have that happen. Okay, and you're gonna deal out 7 cards to each player. Let's see. 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. There we go. There, like that. Player deck there. Let's see. Oh, we got some good roll cards. Got traveling merchant. A lot of the cards you're gonna get are roll cards, but that is over half the deck is roll cards. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. What's over here? Got stuck. Seems your hero is stuck in a hole. Any card used against you also affects the player who played it. Oh, nice. Okay. So, at the beginning of the turn, if you have any of your armor sets, you can choose to use your ability. Say this says I have to have 2 pieces of armor in my set. It said no system cards may be played against you this round. Well, we don't have to really worry about that at the beginning of the game. Nobody has any pieces to their armor set. You just have your player cards, 7 player cards. And your maximum hand size for the beginning of the game is 9 cards in your hand. Because at the end of the turn, you'll draw 1 card. So we want to make sure that we keep some stuff to be able to roll on stuff that we need. So let's go ahead and start. Beginning of the turn, we're going to pull a monster. So we're going to draw from the monster deck 1 card. So the Troll Witch Doctor. It says draw 2 loot cards and 2 monster cards. All right. So for the troll, we're going to draw 2 loot cards. For that, we draw Victor's Belt. And, a treasure chest, which says draw 3 loot cards and add to your loot stash. Alright, well, we'll have to see if we do that whenever we start rolling for everything. So it also said to draw 2 more monster cards. So let's go ahead and do that. Draw this Orc Scout. It says draw 1 loot card. So let's get 1 loot card for that guy. So on Victor's leg plates. So that's for the Orc Scout. And then the second card we had to draw is an Orc Chieftain. So all players discard their hands and shuffle the cards back into the deck. Deal 7 new cards to everyone. Oh, great. So all cards back into the deck. It's like we just started the game. We're already shuffling our hands back into the deck. Quick shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Well, let's just give us a little bit of different cards like Quest Bug. Seems to be a problem with the game. Return any armor set cards drawn this round to the bottom of the loot deck. That can come in handy for pushing their sets back into the deck. Oh, looks like they got server queue, positioning queue, minus 50 DPK. Oh. Okay, well let's just let's move these roll cards to the beginning. Let's go ahead and start with how the basic game goes. Okay, so now that we have all of the stuff pulled and the loot pulled out, we can start our rolling for the cards. So everybody is going to pull 1 card. Let's see. We got a lot of my stuff out there that I need from my sets. So let's see. Now the game book says that you can play it as rolling for each piece individually, or that you could roll all for all the loot that's on the table all together. So to save some time, let's just go ahead and roll for all the loot on the table at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play my roll card face down like that. Say other player, let's say they want to, there's a lot of my cards up there, so they want to Ninja me, but they don't want to use their highest roll card. So say that one. So since everybody's got all their roll cards down, we all turn them up at the same time. Oh, it looks like they won all the loot on the table. So not only do they get the victor's belt and the leg plates, they're also going to get that treasure chest and be able to draw 3 loot cards and add it to their loot stash. Well, let's see if I got anything in my hand that I can actually play right now to either stop stuff or ninja it. Yeah, I don't want them to get all those cards of mine. So I'm going to go ahead and play a system card deck, a system action card. So this seems to be a problem with the game. Return all armor set cards drawn this round to the bottom of the deck. So let's go ahead and play that out. Let's take all the armor set cards and push them to the bottom of the loot deck. Like that. But they still got that treasure chest. Treasure chest doesn't count as loot, so they'll still get to draw the 3 loot cards and add it to their loot stash. So let's see. Draw Victor's helm, Victor's bracers, and Mega's belt. Seems like I need to shuffle better. Got all my my Shield Knight cards at the top. Yeah. This will go discard for the loot deck, and these will go into their stash unless I wanted to play any other cards. Help them. After everybody's done playing cards, all the cards go into their respective discard piles. Monsters discard piles. And then it's the end of the turn. Every player gets to draw 1 card. So I'll draw from here. Draw 1 card. He got a traveling merchant himself. Right there. And then the play passes to the next player. So the next player over there would be the one to pull the monster draw and then generate loot from the deck. This is a fun little quick game to play. I know it says 45 to 60 minutes, but it seems like it can go a lot quicker once you pick up and get the catch of it. The game is currently on Kickstarter right now, and the proceeds from the game help go towards helping disabled veterans in their community. They helped develop this game. I had a nice talk with the creator the other day, and he's really into helping the disabled veteran community, being a disabled veteran himself. If you want to check out their story, it's up on Kickstarter right now. It's called Lewt Ninja. Lewt Ninja by Grunt Games, and they've got all the information about the company and everything up on the Kickstarter. Or check out their website, which is grunt-games-llc, and I'll also put that in the information below the video, so you can check out their website also. And I hope you have fun with the game. Go pledge on it. I think it's got 8 or 9 days left on Kickstarter. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share the video with your friends. Thank you.